So today we are going with the media essays and media topic as a whole. I'm going to explain to you. Parul, unfortunately, there is some noise, so I muted you. Please unmute only if you have to ask anything. Otherwise, keep yourself muted. Okay. Uh, so media essays we are going to begin with, and media topic as a whole. First, I'll touch with you. Uh, it's very easy and simple, do 5 points. Okay, I'll give you 5 points, mug them up, and we'll see how those points we'll adjust in all the essays. Okay, so so here, look at this. These are 5 fingers. Okay, what are the 5 roles of media? First, media provides information and knowledge. All right, I'm going to I'm going to test whether you are listening to me seriously or not. Okay, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Uh, these are the 5 points. Media provides information and knowledge. Second is media provides entertainment. Third is media is a link between the government and the people. Okay. Fourth is media shapes our opinions. And fifth is media helps to provide justice. Now, what are these 5 points? Who will repeat them? Harmeen, will you repeat them? All right. If not, Harmeen, Simran, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Repeat these 5 points which I've just spoken.
Media helps in information and giving knowledge.
All right.
And ma'am, second one is for entertainment.
Mhm.
Ma'am, it links with ma'am government and people.
It is a
Uh,
link between the government and the people. Yes, good.
ma'am, shape the society, ma'am.
No, media shapes our opinions.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Shape the opinions. Yes, ma'am.
shapes our opinions. And last,
Ma'am, judge, ma'am. Ma'am, I forgot, ma'am.
media helps in providing
Justice.
Judgment.
justice.
Yes.
Justice. Good, good, good. Very good. Now we'll do the essays. This first essay in front of you. Most of the people in the society enjoy watching crime movies and crime-based TV programs. Why do you think people have more interest to watch them? What is the impact on society due to this? Okay. Now, most of the people in the society enjoy watching crime movies and crime-based TV programs. But this is a problem solution essay. It is giving you a fact, and the fact is that many people like watching uh, crime movies, movies which have crime, and TV programs which are based on crime. Now it's asking you, this is a fact. This statement has been given as a fact. It is not asking you to agree or disagree with it. It is given to you as a fact, and now the statement to you is the reasons. You have to write the reasons why people enjoy these shows and movies, and you also have to talk about the effects of these shows and movies on people. Okay, so this is a cause effect essay. I told you in a problem solution essay, any two out of the three things can be asked: causes, effects, and solutions. So either causes and effects are asked, or causes and solutions are asked, or effects and solutions are asked. In this essay, which two things have been asked? Causes and effects, right? So why people watch crime movies and programs? One, such shows and movies are very informative. They make people aware of the crime and violence happening in the society, and they can thus avoid landing in such situations. Okay. Second is people watch such movies and TV programs purely for entertainment. Crime entertainment gives people the adrenaline rush in the comfort of their own homes. They have dark themes and sensational behavior, which most people never do in their regular lives. And third, the TV shows also telecast more and more of such shows as they want to increase their TRP. So, are these points clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, uh, what are the effects of such programs on people? Two things have been asked. Now, you can write in the introduction that the effects are both positive as well as negative. Positive effects are that the people are abreast of the crime around them. People come to know of the crime around them and they can take protective steps as and when needed. And the negative effects of these crime movies and programs are the most disturbing effect is on the children and youth. Media violence can stimulate fear in some children as it frightens them, making the effects long lasting. Secondly, they can also become aggressive or they can lose a sense of reality and fiction in what they are seeing. And third, young people imitate what they see, and it is logical that they see glamour in what they do when they commit violence. Too much portrayal of these also leads to immunity among the people, and they are not affected by the disasters anymore. So these 4 points are there, the negative effects. Such programs should be censored. ये किसी और टीवी में पूछ ऐसे में पूछ सकते हैं. Should there be censorship on the media? तो ये point यहीं पे कर लो. See, if you say that yes, there should be censorship. Censorship होती है रोक लगानी. Reducing the amount of violence on TV and in the cinema would certainly be a good start to decrease the fear and violence among people. Journalism is a profession like any other, and certain standards of quality and professionalism need to be maintained. So, is that clear? You can say, इस ऐसे में नहीं है लिखना, but you should know अगर आप लिखो. Next essay is a tendency that the news reported in the media focuses on problems and emergencies rather than the positive developments is harmful to both the individual and the society. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? And second, essays, we can see more disasters and violence shows on TV. What are its causes and what effects will they exert on the individual and the society? Now, this essay is the same as the last one. Okay, causes of disasters and violence, why they are shown on TV and what effects they will exert. तो मैंने यहाँ लिखा है ये ऐसे पीछे वाले के साथ जाना चाहिए. Okay, and the first essay here is a tendency that the news reported focuses more on problems and emergencies rather than positive developments is harmful. Now this is, you know, you have to agree or disagree. This is not a fact. This is somebody saying this. कि जो ये मीडिया फोकस करता है प्रॉब्लम्स पे, इमरजेंसीज पे और पॉजिटिव डेवलपमेंट्स पे इतना फोकस नहीं करता है, इसका सोसाइटी पे और इंडिविजुअल्स पे नेगेटिव इफेक्ट है. आप एग्री करते हो कि डिसएग्री करते हो? नाउ इफ यू एग्री, you will say that all this has harmful effect on the people, and then these are the harmful effects which you have which we have already discussed. Okay, points will be very similar. And if you disagree, you will say no, these are not harmful, in fact they are positive. And फिर आप ये वाले एक पॉजिटिव पॉइंट को लेके बनाओगे और फिर आप बताओ फिर आप क्या लिखना चाहोगे इस ऐसे में. आप एग्री करना चाहोगे कि डिसएग्री करना चाहोगे? आपके पास पॉइंट्स कौन से ज्यादा है?
एग्री के मैम.
एग्री के ज्यादा है ना. तो एग्री करोगे और एग्री करके आप हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स लिखोगे ऐसे में. ठीक है. ये आप वाई मीडिया फोकसिंग ऑन नेगेटिव न्यूज इज गुड. नेगेटिव न्यूज पे फोकस करना क्यों अच्छी बात है? तो ये फिर ये तो डिसएग्री वाले पॉइंट हो गए ना. ये कह रहे हैं कि नेगेटिव न्यूज पे फोकस करना हार्मफुल है. अगर आप एग्री करते हो तो वो पीछे वाले पेज वाले पॉइंट्स डालोगे. अगर आप डिसएग्री करते हो तो ये डालोगे और बोलोगे ये अच्छी बात है कि मीडिया उन पे फोकस करता है. फिर लिखोगे इट इज द ड्यूटी ऑफ द मीडिया टू कीप द पीपल abreast of what is happening all around. If negative things are happening, people should know all that because they can be prepared if anything is likely to affect them. Secondly, if the media reports such news, then more and more people can volunteer to help. For example, 2 years ago when tsunami hit Japan, ये ना 2 years ago था, पर आपको पता है ये कौन से ईयर में tsunami आई थी जापान में? I think it was 2011. It was 2011. Okay. 2 years ago हटा दो यहाँ से. यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं in 2011. When tsunami hit Japan, the news spread like wildfire through all sources of media. The news was spread like wildfire through all sources of media, and people from all over the world sent relief in whatever way they could. And third point, the media also helps to get justice at times. In the Nirbhaya rape case, it was in December 2012. It was through the efforts of the media that the culprits got a speedy punishment and Nirbhaya's family got justice. So why media focusing on negative news is harmful? अगर आपने ऊपर वाले उस ऐसे के साथ डिसएग्री करना है तो फिर हार्मफुल इफेक्ट्स जो है आपको देने पड़ेंगे और वो आपको पता है आपको पिछले पेज पे हैं सारे फिर आप बोल सकते हो ये वाले पॉइंट्स के साथ ऐसे बनेगा ओके देन व्हाई मीडिया फोकसेस ऑन डिजास्टर एंड वायलेंस एक तो ये वही पॉइंट है पिछले पेज पे भी कर रहे हैं दे वांट टू इंक्रीज देयर टीआरपी फुल फॉर्म इज टेलीविजन रेटिंग पॉइंट if any channel has high TRP, it gets more adverts and hence more revenue. The news channels have to show what is happening around, and disasters and violence have become very common in our surroundings. People demand that they should be well informed about all things which are prevalent in society. So media has to show all that to its viewers. ठीक है? अब ये दो ऐसे देखो. Some people think that the news media nowadays have influenced people's life in negative ways. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Second essay, news media is important in our society. Why is it important? Do you think its influence is generally positive or negative? So first essay is that news media has influenced people's life in negative ways. Now, if you will disagree, I have given you 5 points on the positive effects of media. Have I not? पहले शुरू में मैंने कराया ना आपको 5 points.
Yes, ma'am.
Hetanshi, will you repeat those 5 points? First, quick. All right. Anybody else?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes.
Yes, educate and inform. Second one
Yes.
is entertain.
Yes.
Third one is links between government and people.
Yes.
Fourth one is shape our opinion.
Very good.
And fifth one is get help in justice.
Very good. Okay. All right. Okay. So these are the points. And if in this essay, news media has influenced people's in life in negative ways, you can disagree strongly and say, no, it is all positive, and make your essay on those 5 points, which I've told you. Okay. And which, who has repeated these? I don't know the name. Nafisa?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you disagree, if you agree, okay, if you agree, then you will, with those points only, you will make the negative points and say, I agree, news media has influenced people's life in negative ways. Then in the first one, you can say there is too much of crime and violence shown, which has bad effect on children and the youth. And then you can say that media is also, there is a term which is called checkbook journalism. Have you heard of it? Checkbook journalism.
Yes, ma'am. आपकी वीडियो में ही सुना था आपने उस टाइम पे मीनिंग बताया था पर
हाँ, ऐसे ही
और गटर प्रेस मीडिया भी बोला था
गटर प्रेस जर्नलिज्म चेकबुक जर्नलिज्म ये सारा नेगेटिव करके you can make an essay on that. Okay, so those 5 points only you can convert into positive and you can convert into negative. And I'll just like when you are talking of the advantages of internet, you say, oh, internet is an ocean of knowledge. And if I want to say that the disadvantage, I'll say, oh, ocean of knowledge. No, internet is so confusing. There is too much information that it really confuses everyone what to select and what not to select. Now, the same point can be written as positive and negative, right? For example, in the globalization essay, we say because of globalization, people get jobs through MNCs. Okay. And if you have to talk about the same point as a negative, you'll say jobs. The MNCs are literally exploiting people. They are paying much less than what they have to pay in their own country. Okay. So basically they are exploiting people. So that is how you can convert the same point by your, way of expanding it. All right. Now, if you have to write the positive influences, if, for example, if you disagree in the first essay and say, no, I disagree, media is all positive. Then the media provides information about events around the world almost instantly. It makes people more empathetic and alert. Media also shapes people's opinions. It is a link between the government and the people. Okay, it's a link between the government and the people. ये कैसे शुरू हो गए points? It's a link between the government and the people. News media awares people about both the positive and negative consequences of government's intended measures. Many times governments have retracted steps that have gained negative media scrutiny. And can you put any example, recent example in this, where governments have retracted steps because of the media?
हमारा प्रोटेस्ट वाला मम्मी अभी फार्मर का जो हुआ था
Yes. Okay, you can put that example here. The media also are very influential in the way they facilitate the spread of culture and lifestyle. Today, the popularity of Indian culture is an example of the media's enormous impact. The reality shows of today have given exposure and fame to the common man with talent. The media also helps in providing justice to the common man. Who has not heard of the Jessica murder case and the case of Nithari killings? Have you heard of the Nithari killings where a person used to kill children and eat them?
yes ma'am Noida.
Yes. Were it not for the media, Jessica's parents would have never gotten justice. Media's negative influence. Now, what are the negative influences of media? The paparazzi can invade the privacy of famous people. Who are the paparazzi? Paparazzi are the, journalists who are always after the celebrities waiting for a scoop of their private lives. Okay. Sometimes violence and vulgarity is shown. Media can shape our opinion in negative ways. Excessive media influence sometimes leads to protests and even violence. Many times, due to excessive media reporting and over-exaggeration of negative consequences by news media, people begin to oppose government projects. There are some unhealthy practices like gutter press journalism, checkbook journalism, and libel writing. Such media, which takes the help of ill-founded news and other wrong means, cannot sustain long. So negative and positive दोनों मैंने करा दिया आपको, ठीक है? Now the next essay. Nowadays people get information through news and papers, but meanwhile are uncertain about the truth of these news. Should we believe the journalists? What qualities should a good journalist or correspondent have? Now this essay is a direct question essay. Direct question essay is a very small category of essays which I have clubbed with the problem solution because the way of handling is just the same. They're asking two questions. You have to answer these two questions. In the introduction, you tell the examiner that you are going to answer these two questions. Then in the body of the essay, you have to answer these two questions. And in the conclusion, you have to just tell the examiner that you have answered both these questions. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, could you please repeat?
Yes, of course. Why not? In the introduction, tell the examiner that you are going to answer these two questions. So you'll say in the introduction that in this essay, I will explain whether we should believe the journalist, and I will also explain the qualities of a good journalist, right? Then in the body of the essay, you will answer these two questions. You will make two paragraphs. In one paragraph, you answer the first question. In the second paragraph, you answer the second question. All right, Amritpal? And
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the conclusion, just tell the examiner that you have answered both the questions.
Okay, ma'am.
कुछ नहीं, okay? हिंदी में बता रही
Okay.
हूँ. इंट्रोडक्शन में एग्जामिनर को बता दो क्या बताना है.
जी मैम.
बॉडी में उसको बता दो. कंक्लूजन में बता दो क्या बता चुके हो. Right?
जी मैम.
In a nutshell, okay, the IELTS essay. Yes, we should believe the journalist because. अब मैंने वही वाले 5 पॉइंट जो आपको मीडिया के दिए है ना, वो मैंने मीडिया की जगह जर्नलिस्ट ना लिख के वही पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं. First point, they are our only source of information, but we should take it with a pinch of salt. To take something with a pinch of salt, what does it mean?
With extra masala.
No.
मतलब कुछ बड़ा चढ़ा के बता रहे हैं.
No.
To accept
हम
some
स्वाद अनुसार
news
लेना
to some
चाहिए.
extent.
To
To
some
take
extent.
something with a pinch of salt means not to accept blindly. Use your brain and see whether it could be correct or wrong. Confirm it through something else if you think that this news cannot be correct. Okay? Don't just blindly, as a gullible person, believe everything what is said. Okay? Take something with a pinch of salt. Let's see if my Oxford Dictionary has this idiom or not. सॉल्ट पर मैंने निकाला है सॉल्ट के नीचे idioms होंगे idioms like a dose of salts. The salt take something with a pinch of salt. To be careful about believing that something is completely true. If I were you, I'd take everything he says with a pinch of salt. Okay? Got it?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we should take things with a pinch of salt. Sometimes they may spread ill-founded news just to sell their papers. On the whole, they are doing great service to us. They are a link between the government and the people. They shape our opinions. They make us feel part of the global village by keeping us in touch with it. At times, they even provide justice. For example, in the Jessica murder case, it was because of the efforts of these journalists that a politician's son got punishment and Jessica's family got justice. Qualities of a good journalist. What are the qualities? He should promote the truth and not rumors of ill-founded news. Only authenticated news should be given. He should be unbiased and not favor any group or political party. This is very important. In a pluralistic society, क्या होती है? Multicultural, multi-religious, like India. He should also have excellent communication skills. A good journalist should be versatile. He has to cover varied fields such as sports, business, entertainment, and politics. He should always be on his toes because you never know when the sky is going to fall. He should be bold and brave because he has to handle tough situations. For instance, during the 26th November terrorist attack in Mumbai, it was these journalists who brought us first-hand news. ठीक है? Let's see how many essays we've done today under the media banner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Okay, now 3 essays here. More and more media attention is being paid to famous people who are successful in sports and movies. Why do you think this is happening? Is this a positive or a negative development? So, second essay is, in some countries, celebrities complain about the way media publicize their private lives. Some people say that they should accept it as part of their fame. Do you agree or disagree? And third point, should media networks such as newspapers publish people's private information? So these are very similar topics. Ideas will be similar. Just handle the intros and all nicely, and the points in the essay will be almost the same. Why the media focuses on celebs? अब बताओ, TRP वाला point तो हर जगह आएगा ना, क्योंकि people want to know more about celebs, और media की TRP बढ़ेगी अगर celebs के shows दिखाएंगे. Okay? Celebs are role models for many. Media is only responding to people's desires. To survive in today's world, the media, whether it is e-media or print media, has to focus on these big shots. The celebs themselves need media coverage to survive in today's era of cutthroat competition. तो एक तो पॉइंट है कि पीपल सेलेब्स के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं बिकॉज सेलेब्स उनके रोल मॉडल्स हैं. सेकंड, मीडिया को सरवाइव करने के लिए सेलेब्स के पीछे भागना पड़ता है. थर्ड पॉइंट, सेलेब्स खुद चाहते हैं कि उनकी प्राइवेट लाइफ बाहर आए, उनको पॉपुलैरिटी मिले, उन लोगों को उनके बारे में पता चले. ठीक है? They do things which they want media to, make them famous or infamous. Okay? You know what is the opposite of famous?
Notorious.
नहीं. Infamous का क्या मतलब है? What is infamous?
Who is not famous?
No. Famous is also, Famous is also famous. Infamous is also famous, but infamous is famous for the wrong reasons. Okay. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So कई फेमस होते हैं, कई इनफेमस होते हैं जो रॉन्ग रीजन. कोई डाकू है, वो इनफेमस होएगा कि फेमस होएगा? फेमस डाकू. You say famous or infamous. Okay. Infamous is famous, but for the wrong reasons. Okay. All right. Why the media focuses on celebs? ये हो गया. Why media should not make the private lives of celebs public? Why focusing on celebs is a negative development? First, every individual has a right to privacy, and media persons should not invade the privacy of anyone, be it a common man, a famous person, especially without their, or a famous person, especially without their consent. Celebrities are already under a lot of pressure to perform well, as they are public figures and are always in the public eye. This stress of someone constantly following them affects the way they perform, which ultimately leads to a loss for the people. These celebs are role models for the people. When any negative side of their private life is exposed, their followers think it glamorous to do the same, which is definitely detrimental to the society as a whole. All right. And sensationalizing the news for the channel to get more TRP is unethical. Who does not remember the unfortunate incident when the world lost a very eminent public figure, Lady Diana? That incident happened because the paparazzi was chasing the car she was traveling in. Too much focus on celebrities is diverting people's attention away from more important issues such as politics and the environment. So points तो बहुत अच्छे हैं. अब आपको 2-4 याद रह जाएंगे तो एग्जाम में ऐसे लिख हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Now we have 2 essays in front of us. First essay is, nowadays young people are admiring media and sports stars, even though they do not set a good example. Do you think this is a positive or a negative development? Second, ordinary people copy famous people whom they see on TV and magazines. Why do they do so? Do you think it is a positive development? So, first essay says young people follow करते हैं sports stars और media stars को, चाहे वो set example नहीं अच्छा करते, गलत example set करते हैं, they are doing something unethical or wrong, even then people follow them. अब आपसे पूछा है कि क्या ये पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव है, और दूसरा ऐसे है कि क्यों लोग इनको फॉलो करते हैं और क्या ये पॉजिटिव है कि नेगेटिव डेवलपमेंट है. ओके. Youth admiring media and sports stars is a negative development because celebrities are often portrayed drinking and smoking in advertisements, TV shows, and movies. This normalizes and glamorizes behavior like smoking, binge drinking, illicit drug use, making youth feel that it is appropriate to do the same. Experimenting with drugs and alcohol affects their health, behavior, and grades. Second point, some celebrities create impossible standards of beauty, as a result of which more and more young adults feel less confident and more dissatisfied with their looks. This causes young fans to strive to be unhealthily thin and stop eating altogether, which may prove fatal at times. Third point, sometimes celebrities ignore the public interest while endorsing the latest fashions and products. For example, many celebrities promote sugary drinks or fast foods even though they themselves do not consume them. Some teens or youth also resort to petty crimes like stealing just to acquire these products and consequently destroy their whole life. Now we have this next essay. Princess Diana लिख लो, Lady Diana लिख लो, ठीक है. That doesn't matter. You are just giving an example there, okay? exposure to international media such as films, TV, and magazines has a significant impact on local cultures. What do you think has been the impact? Do you think its advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So, positive impact of the internationalization of media. You know, internationalization हो रहा है ना मीडिया का, क्योंकि आप देखो, you can watch every country's movie, TV shows on TV nowadays. Okay, and this is having a significant impact. They are now asking you what the impact is, and do you think the advantages of this internationalization of media are more than the disadvantages? In a way, they are asking you whether the positive impact is more or the negative impact is more. Okay, so what is the positive impact of internationalization of media? First, a mixing of cultures has enabled people around the world to overcome national boundaries to embrace common causes. Thus, cultural globalization in itself promotes diversity and respect for other cultures. Second, India's media companies have improved dramatically under the stiff competition of global media, and as a result, they have found a place in the international market. For example, Bollywood studios release around 700 major films each year, 3 times the rate of the major Hollywood studios. Third point, if the local culture is strong, it can never be lost. For instance, international media companies have to tailor their output to fit into the local cultural setting. Negative impact of the internationalization of media. Negative impact जो है वो ये है कि इससे national culture overpower हो सकता है. People all over the world watch the dressing styles and eating habits of Western countries and copy the same. All foreign brand outlets and food outlets are seen all over the world. Similar are seen all over the world. Okay. This leads to dilution of the local cultures and loss of diversity. Diversity. What is the Hindi or Punjabi of diversity?
भिन्नता.
Ah, okay, good. Recent advancements in technology have made the TV screen so live that people do not feel the need to go for any live performance, example, live shows or concerts. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay. So, positives of watching live shows, live TV shows नहीं आ रहे आजकल, बहुत सारे. You can interact also, you know. And the positives of watching live shows are the experience of live performance builds community. There's never going to be anything like sitting in a theater with hundreds of people around you who value what you value. It provides the excitement of the actor-audience connection in real time. These will keep the theater from fading away completely, no matter how much technology takes over our lives. So theater का एक अपना ही charm है, but you know it's not possible to go there every day. और वैसे भी वो जो एक है ना कि आप लाइव परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हो और कई लोग जो आपके आसपास बैठे वही परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं, that means those people have the same taste as you. So you know it builds community, and there is the excitement of the actor audience connection in real time. And then how the TV of today edges over actually going to these shows. So TV पे देखने के क्या फायदे हैं, actually जाने में जो क्या नुकसान है. The high cost and the limited accessibility of actual live shows goes in favor of TV. People lack time in today's fast-paced world. People also have to stand in queues and drive distances to watch these shows. 1, 2 to 3 hour long live show actually takes away a whole day at times. Live television has also many other benefits. You don't need to dress formally. It can be watched in the comfort of one's home while doing some other household chores. Sorry. The focus of the camera is also on the main characters, because of which you can in fact get a better view of the actual show. It has made arts accessible to all regardless of geographical, social or economic boundaries. So are these points clear, or do you want me to elaborate? हाँ,
Ma'am,
हाँ.
could you please elaborate?
Which point? Tell me.
Ma'am, positive.
These points or positive? Okay.
Ma'am,
See,
positives.
positives I explained. You know, when you are when you especially go to watch a live show, okay, there other people who have the similar taste, who want to watch that live show will come there. They will take the effort to go there. So it, you know, you have people of same interest around you. Then you chat with them, you make friends with them. So it builds community. That is the point. Okay. And then there is the excitement of actually, you know, seeing your favorite actor or actress perform in front of you, not on the TV screen, actually in front of you performing on stage. That is an electrifying experience. Okay. So theater has its own charm, but TV edges over the theater because of the following reasons. And first reason is ki who has the time, and theater is much more expensive than, you know, watching a movie. थिएटर की टिकट्स इतनी सस्ती नहीं होती जितनी मूवी की टिकट सस्ती होती है, ठीक है. एंड यू नो थिएटर में आपको आपके टाउन में नहीं, जहां भी यू विल हैव टू गो, यू विल हैव टू स्पेंड टाइम, यू विल हैव टू स्पेंड मनी, एंड हु हैज दैट नाउअडेज टाइम. ओके. एंड सेकंड पॉइंट इज दैट फिर उनको देखने जाने के लिए क्यूज में भी खड़े होना पड़ता है. ओके. और पूरा पूरा दिन निकल जाता है 1-2 घंटे का शो देखने के लिए. लाइव टेलीविजन के और भी बड़े बेनिफिट्स हैं. एक तो आपको अपने कमरे में बैठ के देख सकते हो, आपको तैयार नहीं होना पड़ता. ओके. एंड अपना साथ साथ कोई और काम भी कर रहे हो तो कर सकते हो. ओके. एंड देन फोकस जो कैमरे का है, व्हेन यू वॉच अ टीवी प्रोग्राम, द फोकस ऑफ द कैमरा इज ऑन द कैरेक्टर्स. ओके. एंड देयर इन द थिएटर दूर से आप देख रहे हो, आपको उतनी क्लैरिटी से नहीं दिखेगा कुछ भी. ओके. जो थिएटर के परफॉर्मर्स होते हैं ना, उनको बहुत एग्जैजरेट करने पड़ते हैं एक्शंस टू मेक इट क्लियर टू द पब्लिक. इट्स नॉट. अब टीवी में क्या होता है, मूवी में क्या होता है, या टीवी में क्या है, किसी का एक आंसू बह रहा है वो भी आपको दिख जाएगा ना. आप थिएटर में इमेजिन करो, कोई स्टेज पे हीरोइन रो रही है, जब तक वो जोर जोर से रोएगी नहीं, आपको पिछली सीट पे पता चलेगा वो रो रही है, सिर्फ आंसुओं से दिखेंगे भी नहीं. Got it? So it's a different experience altogether. Or TV में the focus is on the person, characters. So it's much more clear. वैसे ही है जैसे आप क्रिकेट का मैच नहीं देखते हो, लाइव देखो और टीवी पे देखो, फर्क होता है ना. पॉइंट समझ आ गया अब?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we come over to the next essay. Most of our information comes from the internet nowadays. Some people say that a large part of the information we get is incorrect. Do you agree or disagree? अब इसके साथ disagree करो, क्योंकि large part of the information incorrect होगी तो वो जो information देने वाली sites हैं वो बंद हो जाएंगी बहुत जल्दी. तो हाँ, this is true that anybody can post anything on the internet. But I have disagreed कि large part incorrect है. Large part is correct. थोड़ी sites जरूर है जो मतलब इनकरेक्ट डेटा देती है, पर वो इनकरेक्ट वाली साइट्स पे लोग जाना ही बंद कर देते हैं, अल्टीमेटली दे डाई आउट. ओके. somebody has asked me a question that CDIELTS प्रिपेयर करने का बेस्ट साइट क्या है, वेबसाइट क्या है. एक्चुअली I would also like to know that. There are students here in the class who have taken CDIELTS. Please, tell us something. Where do you? I know that there is a sample test on the actual IDP site from where you can practice computer delivered test, one reading or listening of that, but I have not myself tried that. Has any one of you taken the CDIELTS?
यस मैम, एक और ऐप है
हाँ.
प्रैक्टिस IELTS विथ रोब ऐसे करके.
Practice IELTS with Rob, ROB?
हाँ, ROB.
Okay.
तो वहां पे ना चारों मतलब स्पीकिंग का नहीं होता है, तो बाकी तीनों मॉड्यूल की अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं.
Computer delivered, right?
हाँ, कंप्यूटर डिलीवर्ड. हाँ, क्योंकि
अब
मैं कर रही.
चैट बॉक्स में उसके लिंक डाल दो प्लीज. So
हाँ
that
ठीक है. हाँ, मैं डाल देती हूँ.
okay.
ओके.
All right. So most of our information comes from the internet. Some people say that a large part of the information is incorrect. तो मैंने तो इसके साथ disagree कर रहा है, but you can what I've written is admittedly some false, misleading or incorrect information does exist, but the person surfing the net has to learn how to look for authentic websites. This takes a little time, but ultimately people come to know about the websites imparting useful and correct information and then bookmark those sites and avoid going back to the fake sites. Why most information we get on the internet is correct? First point is only if the information is correct, it can enjoy a lasting attraction to readers. With an exception, with an expectation to have more readers, the author will be encouraged to post correct and authenticated articles, which will in turn attract more and more visitors to the websites. As the people are surrounded by such a wide sea of information, they will definitely not believe in one report, but may search out all the related information to compare and form their own opinion. And third point is the issue of cybercrime has also led to the websites being supervised, which discourages people to post wrong and misleading information. Plagiarism is also considered an offense. Now, do you know the word plagiarism? Have you heard it before? Plagiarism. Plagiarism होता है किसी की लिखाई को अपना अपना बना के पेश करना किसी के सामने, जैसे नेट से कोई उठाया और अपना ऐसे बना के कह दिया मैंने
कॉपीड कंटेंट होता है वो.
हाँ copied content. Yes, plagiarism. Okay, so that is also not good. Okay. And so those posting any information know that they are being monitored. तो ये सारे points हैं, पढ़ दिया था ना मैंने ये सारा. So that is it. So these were the essays we've discussed today, and we'll discuss more essays of media on Monday and then Thursday and Friday. I'll try to finish the media essays next week. Let's see how many essays are there.
मैम
6. Yes.
मैम एक्चुअली मैंने ना क्लासेस लेट ज्वाइन की, तो पैराफ्रेज में आप बता सकते हो थोड़ा सा, मतलब ओपिनियन का कैसे करना है, कोई डिस्कशन का अलग होता है कि सेम ही होता है फॉर्मेट?
ये सेम होता है, बट मैंने ना एक क्लास ली हुई है हाउ टू हैंडल डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एसेज. डेट वाइज मेरी क्लासेस पढ़ी हैं बेटे मेरी ऐप पे. आप वहां जाके ना आराम से बैठ के एक क्लास पूरी ऑब्जर्व वॉच कर लो दोबारा से. यू विल गेट द आइडियाज कैसे हैंडल
मैम
करना.
मैम कौन सी होगी क्लास वो? फिर मेरे को सारी वो करनी पड़ेगी ना, नहीं तो?
नहीं डेट वाइज डाली है, 20th मार्च वाली निकाल लेना.
ठीक है मैम, ओके.
हाँ वो निकाल दो. और भी वैसे नेम लिखा होता है मैंने, हाउ टू हैंडल एसेज ऐसे लिखा है.
ओके
2-3 क्लासेस लगा लोगे तो एवरीथिंग विल बी कवर्ड वेरी नाइसली.
यस मैम, दैट्स व्हाट आई वांटेड टू डू.
वो सारी वो कर लेना.
और मैम बुक्स मैं ऑनलाइन कर रहा था, मैं मेरे को ना मैंने पूछना था कि कितनी देर तक आ सकती है. सॉरी मैं आउट ऑफ कंटेक्स्ट पूछ रहा हूँ, जस्ट मैं अभी पेमेंट ही करने लगा था.
कहाँ कहाँ जानी है एड्रेस?
जलंधर में मैम, जलंधर में,
जलंधर
मॉडल
तो
टाउन के पास.
हमारा सेंटर खुल रहा है 20th से जाना है रेगुलरली. मैंने वहां जाके ही ले लेना.
हाँ मैंने देखा है मैम, मैं वहां गया था तो अंदर थोड़ा वुड वर्क हो रहा था तो मैं फिर आ गया था.
हाँ
मैंने चेक किया है वो. हाँ जी,
20th से
पिम्स के
जाना.
पास है मैम, पिम्स के
हाँ
पास.
ऑपोजिट, जस्ट ऑपोजिट पिम्स. यस
यस मैम,
यू कैन
ग्रेट
कम
मैम. आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड कि मक्कर आयल्स जलंधर में क्यों नहीं है, तो और वो 2-3 दिन बाद मेरे को दिख गया.
we are opening
यस मैम.
20th से we are beginning classes over there. Okay.
ओ मैम, ओके ठीक है मैम.
I'll be there or my son will be there initially, and till we
I will surely meet you ma'am on 20th if you will be there.
I'll be there.
Yes ma'am. Okay.
All right then. I'm ending the class. Anybody else has any queries?
मैम यहाँ पे जो लिंक दिया है ना मैंने चैट में,
हाँ
हाँ उसमें ना कॉपी पेस्ट का ऑप्शन नहीं होता है, पर एक्चुअल एग्जाम में ना रीडिंग में आंसर कॉपी पेस्ट भी कर सकते हैं, तो क्या स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक नहीं रहेगी?
हाँ.
और हाँ, और यहाँ पे एक और चीज है, यहाँ सर्च कर सकते हैं पर एक्चुअल एग्जाम में सर्च वाला ऑप्शन नहीं रहेगा, तो ये दोनों ऑपोजिट हो जाता है.
अच्छा
हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं मैम, इनसे पूछना
हाँ
चाहता हूँ.
हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं, हाईलाइट कर सकते हैं.
Oh, that is a very good.
हाँ, और हेडिंग में मैम बहुत अच्छी है एक चीज, सीधा
अरे-
ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर दो तो
अनिरुद्ध, are you there in the class? एक मेरी फ्रेंड का बेटा है यहाँ पे. अनिरुद्ध आप हो के आप जा चुके हो भाई? अनिरुद्ध नहीं है मेरे ख्याल में. ओके
और मैम एक और क्वेश्चन था इनसे, जैसे रीडिंग है और वो जैसे हम न्यू नेक्स्ट पेज कर देते हैं तो फिर वो रीडिंग का आंसर वो नेक्स्ट पेज के ऑपोजिट ही होगा ना, आई गेस।
आई थिंक
साथ में दोनों रहता है, एक साइड पे पैराग्राफ है और पास में ही क्वेश्चन है, तो दोनों आप स्क्रॉल कर सकते हो साथ में। पर स्क्रीन काफी बड़ी रहती है तो स्क्रॉल करने की भी जरूरत नहीं है, पूरा पैराग्राफ और सारे क्वेश्चन एक साथ ही दिखता है।
वेरी
तो
ठीक है।
Nafisa, this is
हाँ
a big help you are doing the students, telling them so nicely.
हाँ
यस मैम।
वो
मैंने
बहुत।
आईडीपी
और
में किया था तो उसमें मैं हाईलाइट भी कर सकता था, तो मेरे को लगा कि शायद एक्चुअल में ना हो, बट आईडीपी वाले में वो कर सकते हैं। मैंने वो सैंपल टेस्ट लिया था उससे।
हाँ,
तो
IDP की
और
साइट
मैम
पे है।
उसमें एक फ्लॉ बैक है, जो रीडिंग नेक्स्ट करते हैं ना तो उसका आंसर बिल्कुल उसके ऑपोजिट वाले पेज, बट ये कह रहे हैं कि स्क्रीन बड़ी होती है, तो मेरे को लगता है वो वहां पे उसको टैकल कर लेते हैं कि
स्क्रीन
स्क्रीन बड़ी
काफी
दिखा।
बड़ी होती है, वो बहुत अच्छा
हम्म।
है, स्क्रीन काफी बड़ी है। और राइटिंग में भी ना नीचे लिख के आ जाता है कि आपके इतने वर्ड्स हो गए हैं, तो आप अपने थोड़ा कॉन्शियस हो जाते हैं
Oh,
कि
that's very nice. मेरा
हाँ
मन
बस
कर रहा है
लेकिन स्पेलिंग
जाके,
मिस्टेक का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा,
मेरा
स्पेलिंग
मन
मिस्टेक।
I feel like going and attempting an IELTS exam computer delivered. It's so exciting. All these
मैम
factors.
लिसनिंग का एक ड्रॉबैक है कि वहां पर 1 और 2 मिनट मिलता है लास्ट में सिर्फ।
नहीं नहीं, वो
हाँ
साथ साथ आप कर लो ना, कॉपी पेस्ट हो जाता है आंसर. You don't need to
हाँ बट
wait
फिर
for
भी
that. And
रीडिंग में बहुत अच्छा हो जाता है, लिसनिंग में क्या है, आपको साथ में ही आंसर लिख के जाने हैं।
हाँ
4 सेक्शन है ना, तो एक सेक्शन के बाद आपको 1 मिनट मिलता है, तो उस टाइम पे स्पेलिंग चेक कर दो। या
हाँ
फिर मैं तो ये नहीं करती, मैं क्या करती हूँ, दूसरे के क्वेश्चन पढ़ने लगो
हाँ,
ताकि ना वो कवर हो जाए, और लास्ट के 2 मिनट में सारे स्पेलिंग चेक हो जाते हैं।
हो जाते हैं. गुड गुड गुड.
हाँ
Yes, that is a
रीडिंग के लिए, जिसको रीडिंग में दिक्कत आ रही है ना टाइम में, उनके लिए बहुत अच्छा है। मेरा यही था कि मुझे रीडिंग में नहीं हो रहा था, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग लगता था पूरा, ये नॉट गिवन, ट्रू फॉल्स, और कभी ये भी मिस्टेक हो जाती थी कि यस नो की जगह ट्रू फॉल्स लिख दिया, तो ये
अच्छा.
वाला सिनारियो होगा ही नहीं यहाँ पे।
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. So all these are good points you've all come to know. So those who are thinking of taking the test can decide to fill up the computer delivered one. Okay.
ये
यस
फोन
मैम,
से
ओनली बट हुज
कॉपी का
राइटिंग इज मैम रियली फास्ट, जो टाइप अच्छा करे,
नहीं
ये
नहीं,
भी बात है मैम।
फास्ट टाइपिंग की जरूरत नहीं है. मैंने ट्राई करा हुआ है. 1 फिंगर टाइपिंग से मैंने 400-500 वर्ड हो जाते हैं भाई 1 घंटे में, और आपको लिखने ही नहीं है इतने वर्ड्स, तो कम लिखने हैं. यू डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. टाइपिंग
इवन आई एम
और
गोइंग फॉर मैम सीडीटी, एक्चुअली पहले राइटिंग था बट मैंने सीडीटी के लिए जाऊंगा, मेरे को लगता है पॉजिटिव ज्यादा है इसका सारा
एंड आप
ओवरऑल।
फिल हमारे थ्रू करना पेपर, ऑल ऑफ यू जिन्होंने फिल करना है विद इन इंडिया.
ठीक है मैम।
दूसरा क्या है बताए मैम, राइटिंग में अपने
हाँ
को क्या होता है कि एक अच्छा सा पॉइंट ना 2 लाइन लिखने के बाद याद आता है कि ये ना मुझे ऊपर लिखना था,
हाँ
बीच में जाके लिख दो कि
हाँ, दैट्स
इरेज
वेरी
नहीं
गुड.
करना पड़ेगा पूरा, ये
हाँ,
बिगड़ेगा
that's
आपको।
very nice. Yes,
हाँ
yes, yes.
स्टूडेंट्स कितने होते हैं एक रूम में, ऐसा कुछ है?
हाँ, मैं गई थी उस टाइम पे तो सिर्फ 4 ही थे, तो हेजिटेशन ही नहीं लगता है, बिल्कुल नहीं लगता ऐसा
स्पीकिंग
हेजिटेशन।
जूम कॉल से होती है कि 1 to 1 होती है इसकी
नहीं
सीडीटी की?
नहीं, किसी की जूम कॉल से होती है, कभी ऐसे नॉर्मल भी होती है, तो मेरी नॉर्मल हुई थी, पर मेरी सिस्टर की जूम कॉल से हुई थी।
ओके।
स्पीकिंग नॉर्मल ही रहता है।
I think all the questions have been answered by Nafisa. Nafisa, you have to take the test again.
यस मैम, ये लास्ट वीक में ही दे रही हूँ, अप्रैल लास्ट वीक में।
अच्छा.
अभी आपके क्लास मैंने किए
अपना
हैं तो काफी
questions
कॉन्फिडेंस लग
questions
रहा है।
share questions share जरूर करना. ठीक है.
हाँ मैम, हाँ पक्का।
अभी एक स्वॉर्ड फिश वाला, ट्यूना फिश वाला ग्राफ है, वो आया बच्चों को कंप्यूटर डिलीवर टेस्ट में. मेरी एक स्टूडेंट को, और साथ में ऐसे आया है यूनिवर्सिटी. इट इज नाइदर प्रैक्टिकल नॉर पॉसिबल फॉर यूनिवर्सिटीज टू प्रोवाइड, यूनिवर्सिटी फॉर गवर्नमेंट टू प्रोवाइड यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन टू ऑल यूथ. कुछ ऐसा
पर
ऐसे.
मैम इसमें ना पास पास में 3 लोग बैठे हैं ना, तो तीनों के टॉपिक अलग रहेंगे, सेम नहीं
हाँ
आएगा।
हाँ हाँ, पर
हाँ
बुक में से आ रहे, मैं ये बता रही हूँ कि
हाँ
अगर
हाँ हाँ, बुक
ऐसे.
में से ही आते हैं।
हाँ
और आपकी बुक में से ही होते हैं, पता है, ये मैंने नोट किया है।
हाँ, बुक में से आ रहे हैं,
तो
बिकॉज उनको उनको भी ना बड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ती नए टॉपिक बनाने में, तो वो पुराने दे रहे हैं बार बार.
तो वो मैं
हाँ
जीटी जीटी के क्यों नहीं आते मैम बुक से?
बुक से आते हैं, बिल्कुल बुक से आते हैं. आपको किसने बोला नहीं आते?
मैम आपकी मैं वेबसाइट रोज विजिट करता हूँ। तो
नहीं
उसमें देखता रहता हूँ कुछ हो ना। आप लिखते हो आईएलटीएस एकेडमी कैसे
जीटी
25 मार्च
वाले
को।
बच्चे मेरे से शेयर नहीं करते, जो शेयर करते हैं वो मैं आगे, वेबसाइट मेरी बेटी हैंडल करती है, मैं उसको बताना भूल जाती हूँ कि ये ऐसे आया है, तो वो नहीं
ओके मैम।
नोट करती है। और जीटी के ऐसे भी बुक से आ रहे हैं, लेटर्स भी बुक से
ओके
आ
मैम,
रहे हैं। ओके।
ग्रेट मैम। ओके
हाँ
ठीक है।
मैम ये तो मैंने भी नोट किया है कि एक बार आपकी बुक्स गो थ्रू कर ली ना राइटिंग और स्पीकिंग के लिए, तो
हाँ
उसमें से ही आना है, फिर टेंशन नहीं, ये सिलेबस ही हो गया है अभी।
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, इट्स लाइक अ सिलेबस, यस।
हाँ कि ये फिक्स सिलेबस है, इसमें से ही आ।
यस, चलो, ऑल राइट।
मैम
अनिभा,
5-10 मिनट ऐसे डिस्कशन का भी बेनिफिट हो जाता है मैम।
हाँ बिल्कुल हो जाता है। मेरे को
Yes,
मैं ना बोल
बस आपकी रेस्ट थोड़ी कम हो जाती है।
गैस हो जाती है। हाँ,
या
चलो,
ठीक है।
थैंक
ऑल
यू मैम।
राइट, सी यू ऑन मंडे।
ओके मैम, हैप्पी बैसाखी।
सेम
ठीक है।
टू यू, सेम टू यू ऑल।